Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. The goal with the position is to find something that is both sturdy and comfortable. You don't want to feel like you're about to fall over, and you also don't want to be uncomfortable, because then you're more focused on the pain in your body than you are on the practice. So sitting in a chair is a nice way to achieve this goal. You can also sit in a formal meditation posture on the floor. You can even lie down if you need to. Just find what works for you. We also keep our eyes open during this practice. But if you have learned to practice with your eyes closed, or you feel more comfortable doing so, feel free to do so. There are no hindrances here. But if your eyes are open, leave the screen alone and drop your gaze down below you, looking at the floor or the desk or whatever is just below you. We're not staring at a particular spot on the floor. We're also not zoned out and blurry. We have a gentle gaze directed softly, clearly, downwards. You're in a nice, comfortable, and sturdy position, and your eyes are either closed or open, gaze away from the screen, directed downwards. Let's begin today's practice by taking 3 deep breaths. We'll breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. But let's make sure that our out breath is about twice the length as the in breath. You ready? In through the nose, out through the mouth. In, out. And in, and out. Excellent. Simply allow everything to be exactly as it is. Allowing sounds to do their own thing. Allowing the body to feel how it wants to feel. Allowing what you see to just simply be there. Smell. Everything that is experienced, we say yes to. Accept and allow. And notice how your mind will keep trying to judge this moment. It'll keep trying and just kind of chatter to you, talking about this, worried about that. And notice how that takes away from our ability to just allow this moment. Thinking doesn't like this moment. It's always seeking some better future, something more. But we don't have to pay attention to thinking. We don't have to give it such emphasis in our minds. We can let it go. We can leave it alone. And we do this by bringing our attention to the coming and going sensations of the breath. Because the breath only happens now. It's never a future thing or a past thing. It can be observed only here and now. So just move your attention away from the head and down into the breath wherever you feel it the most. And just watch it. And allow your thoughts to think what they want to. Remain with breathing, rising and falling. Maybe I'm catching you thinking right now, and that's okay. Just notice it. Gently let go and return to the breath, wherever you feel it the most, rising and falling. Come back. Come back to the breath. Wake up. Wake up from thinking. Return to breathing. Rising and falling. All right, you can look at the screen. It's not really a matter of just being quiet because our brains and what we're doing here basically, but our brains have evolved to ruminate, to just start talking to itself about things that just don't matter. Bubbling up of worries and problems and regrets, creating problems, creating perceived possibility of problems. And now, I'm not a neuroscientist, so don't quote me on any of this. But please investigate it yourself. But when the mind and the brain is not focused on a particular task, such as eating or doing a project, it goes into the state called the default mode network, which is studyable. Neuroscientists have been studying it for a long time. And this default mode network is when we're sitting and riding in the car and we're thinking about dinner and the problems, and then I don't know, and we just all of a sudden arrive at our destination. It's because it's like as if the mind needs to focus on something, and so when there's not a particular thing to focus on, it starts focusing on this noise in the head. It's just kind of like white noise. But most of our lives are consumed by that white noise. And this white noise is where all the feelings of being a me, a separate I, and the problems in my story, and what I need to do in life, I can't figure it out, why am I not good enough, all of that shows up there. It's not when you're playing the piano or you're watching a movie, you notice how that's not really there anymore. You're not really contemplating how horrible your life is, or how you need to do that to-do list, or what are the kids going to do if they don't get this, or what are they going to think if it's just not there. You're watching the movie. So the default mode network is a real thing. And we know that, well, we scientists know that meditation helps this. And what is meditation? Learning to leave thinking alone, or in other words, leaving the default mode network alone. Letting it do its thing. Because what is aware of the default mode network, what is aware of thinking, isn't itself thought. But most of us have this hidden belief that we are the thinker of thoughts. And that whatever the thoughts are saying, I'm doing that. And it's just not true. It's just not true. But my words won't convince you. This is not a concept for you to be convinced by. It's something that you need to look at. So that's why we notice the breath. Allow thinking to come and go, and see that our awareness isn't always needing to be situated in thinking. And when we can see that separation, there's a realization that I am not thoughts. And it's the most important revelation for you to discover. Because if you don't know that, then you are doomed to every thought that goes on in your head. Your default mode network runs your life. It's like having a veil over your eyes. Just words and concepts. So leave it alone. Leave thinking alone. That is the practice. And of course, if you want help leaving thinking alone, I am here for you. In fact, I post a video like this every single day. So if you're interested in meditation, you want to learn about meditation, but you don't want to get involved in any kind of club or spiritual thing, or having to believe in things that are unjustified, join me. I'm not here to give you belief systems. I'm here to show you how to look at you. And of course, if you have any questions, I do answer all questions. It seems like I'm only able to get to the questions once a month, so I apologize for the latency on all of these. It's been hard to actually make a separate Q&A video. So I'll have to, you'll notice now I'll be answering some of your questions just by typing when I can get a chance to. And I'll leave the other questions that require more of a longer explanation for the Q&As. But if you have a question, please provide it in the comments and I will answer them. As always, thank you for showing up today. It really is a pleasure doing this with you. It's an honor, really. Student to student of the practice, it's an honor to do this with you. And as always and without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.